Hello there, my name's Chris Dangerfield and welcome back to my channel. Or, of course, if you're new here, welcome for the first time. What an amazing response you people made to the basically begging bowl Ponsing to have my novel published. It's been incredible. My Patreon went great. That project is definitely happening. It's going to take about 5 months. I need a line editor, a copy editor, proofreader, graphics, design, actual printing, marketing, etc., etc. In about 5 months, that novel's out. Anyone who's donated over $10 or $10 in total, whether that's $10 for 1 month, 5 months at $2, etc., etc., gets a copy of the book and a credit in the back. And thank you, what an amazing community. Actually get that novel out there. And if you enjoyed the Crack Diaries, which a lot of you appeared to, you'll enjoy that novel, I hope. I've done another sneaky look. I've had another hot cross bun. I got some link of hot cross buns with this channel. Whenever I'm about to make a long video, I think, oh, I need some sugar. Some hot cross buns. How's that focus looking? It's not that good, is it? Maybe it's a bit too bright. Fuck it. So, I'm approaching 3,000 subscribers. I'm on Andy Warski's channel on Sunday night on his podcast. So yeah, nice one. This is growing. This is going. This is good. So what have I got for you today? I done a show, one of my stand-up shows called Sex Tourist. Here's the poster for it. Sex Tourist. You see that? Look, that's me there. Whores, guns, drugs, ladyboys, blood, sweat, blah blah blah. You see that? Edinburgh Fringe Festival. That poster was designed by Jock. If you're into your Judge Dredd and your Batman and all that, you might recognise the style. Used to be in a band with Jock, so he does my graphics for me, which is so nice, like a proper world famous Batman illustrator. Do us a flyer for nothing. He's a lovely lad. I'm going to tell you how it came about. Now, because this is my channel is unscripted, I don't know how long this will go on. I don't know what level of detail I'm going to go into. So if it seems to be going on, I'll break it down into different videos because it's more manageable for you if you haven't got time to watch the whole thing. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. So, get comfortable. This is nuts. So as you know from the Crack Diaries, when I got to 36, I went to a rehab centre and got clean. After 3.5 years clean, I decided to take myself on holiday, and I booked to go to Thailand, to Patong in Thailand. I'd never been on a proper holiday as an adult on my own, and so I just booked to go to Patong in Thailand. And after I'd booked it, I was telling all my friends, I was like, look, I'm clean, I'm actually having a life, I'm doing shit, I've booked a holiday to Thailand. And they were all like, oh, amazing, oh, you're going to love it, whereabouts you going, Chiang Rai, Samui? And I was like, nah, Patong. And they were all like, oh. And I was kind of disheartened. I was like, why, what's wrong with Patong? And they were like, well, it's like the arsehole of Thailand, really. All these beautiful, wonderful places you could go to, and you've picked the shithole. You've picked, like, Margate in Thailand. Like, Margate's a shithole in England. And I was really gutted. I was so excited that my life had changed, that I got 3.5 years clean. And I mean clean. I wasn't smoking. I wasn't drinking. No weed, no Valium, no nothing. No, quite a lot of whoring, but no drug use, no substance abuse. I even stopped drinking caffeine, even stopped drinking cups of tea. Even today, this is a fucking chamomile. So I was a bit disappointed, you know, they said it was a hole, and, you know, I remember thinking, oh, bollocks. So I went out there, and I had a week, and it was the weirdest thing because, you know, I didn't really know. I wasn't well versed in global travel. And, I only had a week out there, 7 days. It took me 16 hours to get there, 16 to get back. I had 7 whole days there. I absolutely loved it. I loved it. I mean, when I got out of the taxi, I went to Phuket and got a cab to Patong. And when I got out of the cab in Patong, I just broke down. Not broke down, but I started crying. of joy. I mean, it just seemed so wonderful. It just seemed incredible. The weather was amazing. You know, I went out there in March, so England was still pretty cold and dreary. And to get there and it'd be like 6 o'clock in the evening and like 35 degrees and everyone was wearing t-shirts and shorts and it was ram-packed with the most beautiful women I'd ever seen. They were everywhere. And it was just vibrant and alive, and it was dirty and it was scummy, but so am I, and so what the fuck? How wrong my friends read me. I just couldn't believe it. And I remember I ran from the taxi. This is like 36 years old. Ran from the taxi to my hotel room, quickly paid, done all the shit I had to do, threw my bag on my bed. I'd been travelling for like 20 hours here, if you include Bangkok, waiting, the turnover, my flat to Piccadilly to Heathrow. Didn't lay down to go to sleep. I went straight out into town. And oh, wow. It was like a dream. I remember before I left, people said to me that Thailand was something like 80% Buddhist and 20% Muslim. And my first night there, I quickly realised they were wrong. It was about 60% taxi drivers and 40% whores. And I remember within about an hour, I found myself in a massage parlour, this proper seedy little affair in some back street. I mean, they're everywhere in Patong. You've got a pharmacy every 10 metres and a restaurant every 10 metres and a brothel every 5 metres. The first chemist I saw was called Happy Meds. Happy Meds Pharmacy. And I was in this really grotty little place. There was just curtains, no walls, and I could see the feet of the punter either side of me sticking through into my room and getting this massage. And I didn't know how it all worked, and I was just intrigued and, you know, it was mystified how, you know, I could hear people fucking and all sorts. And I left there and I went and had a meal. It was a beautiful Thai food, you know, westernised Thai food, a bit of lemongrass, bit of pineapple, bit of coconut, bit of chicken. There you go, sir. And, oh God, amazing. And it was so warm. You know, it was like, I remember going, I didn't get back to my hotel till about midnight and it was just so warm. I loved it. Went and saw the Muay Thai kickboxing, went every night. Just blown away. So when I got back to Seoul, and I remember talking to my friend Ivan Masso, I call him, but people say Masao. Interesting bloke, king of the gays, made millions out of the pink pound in the 80s when AIDS was killing gay people, insurance companies wouldn't go near him, and he made millions out of going, oh, hang on a minute, this isn't fair. Interesting bloke. And I was spending a lot of time with him at that time, and he said to me, when I got back, I was like, Ivan, it was just life-changing. It was, you know, explaining to him, I was buzzing, I was full of life for it. And he said, book another holiday. Do it now, because you'll forget. Book another holiday. So I did, immediately. And I remember thinking, I need to write an Edinburgh show. I was building up. I'd done a couple of showcases. I'd done a showcase at Edinburgh. This is kind of how it works with the Edinburgh Festival. If you don't know about it, it's the biggest kind of arts festival in the world. I think it's the biggest still. And it's dominated by the comedy festival, really. I mean, there's a literary festival, a film festival, God knows. But it's the Edinburgh Fringe, the comedy festival, which kind of dominates it. And as a comedian, this is the stages you do. You do a showcase where there's like you and sort of 5 or 6 other acts. Or you promote such a show and you make yourself the compere or the headline. And you have different acts all the time. So I was part of a showcase for my first Edinburgh. And then my second Edinburgh. And then after that, I'd done a 3-hander or 3-header, I don't know, with me and a couple of mates. And a lot of reviewers were like, it's time you've done a solo show. And I remember thinking, I'm going to go to Thailand and write a show called Sex Tourist. And I'm going to do all the sex tourism. I mean, it's research. But, you know, except for the kiddie fucking, obviously. Which, incidentally, I mean, I've been to Patong now, maybe 10, 12 times. Never seen it. Never seen any of that. In Cambodia, I have. Can't avoid it in Cambodia. First time I ever went to Phnom Penh, I've gone in a bar, and a girl come up to me and she went, hello, I'm 14. First thing she said. Never come across it in Thailand. You know, I kind of guess it's there somewhere, but, you know, there's young women and older men, but who gives a fuck? It's very different. But I thought I'd involve myself in all the types of sex tourism. You know, the girlfriend experience, the overnighter, the week long, the massage parlour, all the different things, up an alley. And, you know, no doubt things would happen. I'd come back and do an Edinburgh show about it, an hour show, my first solo Edinburgh show. You know, the one that, as you know, I eventually done. Yeah. Kind of giving the game away a little bit here, though. Predictably, it didn't go according to plan. So, I booked 6 weeks. And I thought, fuck it, I'll smash the fuck out of it. I will become a sex tourist, live and loud and proud. Shoot on sight, fire at will, shoot to kill. Don't know what that meant. I'm just getting excited. So I wait, and then my time comes. It gets to, what was it? Gets to like, I went over Christmas. It was Christmas time. And I get there, and it's like, it's my first sort of night there, and I think, right, I'm gonna go to the kickboxing. I'll get to the kickboxing, and I'm there, and, you know, I've got a big stack of money, and I'm just gambling. You can gamble at the kickboxing. And the first fights are children. And mate, what a country. You can gamble on children fighting, and I mean children. You can have your first professional fight in Thailand, I think, at 6 years old. And for a very poor country, you've got to question the motives of the parent. Go on, go and have a fight. So I'm there, and I'm gambling, and you get to choose red or blue. One corner's red, one corner's blue, and all these blokes walk around going, red or blue, red, blue, red, blue, red or blue, red or blue, and you go blue, blue. And if they think blue's going to lose, they'll take your bet. And there's no odds. It's like, you know, like for like. You put 1,000 baht on, you'll get 1,000 baht back if you win. And so I put a massive wedge on. I'm just caught up in it all. I'm just showing off. I put like, I don't know, I mistakenly put about £500 on this 6-year-old kid. I'll be honest with you, I'm just showing off. I'm just thinking, no, I've got loads of money, because I did at the time. You know, business was good. I was clean. I'd been clean for 3.5 years. I hadn't spent any money. Take all your boozing and drug taking out of your life. See how much more money you've got. And I was just showing off to the locals. And so I meant to put like 50 quid on, but not knowing the conversions, I've actually done 500 quid. And I'm like, hang on a minute. That's a substantial amount of my spending money. I've got 6 weeks here, and I've got to see a lot of whores. So I start to panic. So I go down ringside, because I'm thinking, fuck this. So I'm sitting there, you know, just a few, and I'm like, come on, it might be all right. If it wins, oh, am I doing well here? And but if he loses, 500 quid. You know, at the time that was about $800. Yeah. So anyway, first round, and my child, he's 6 years old. He's rubbish. So nah. And the other bloke's like, jab, jab, punch, undercut, jab, jab, punch. I'm just shitting hell. And so I'm thinking, no, this isn't good enough. And at the end of the first round, I go up to him. I'm going, no, you've got to fucking win. Fucking elbow. Get the fucking elbow. Think you just crack him. Because I'm thinking, kids, you know, the gloves have got padding on. You know, padding's to protect your hands. I get that. But it's also going to kind of protect their face. So I'm telling him, use the elbow. Because in Muay Thai, you know, you can use head, knees, elbows, feet, fists. Fucking get the elbow in there. Next round starts. And the other bloke's wicked. He's putting in a couple of kicks. And no wonder the bloke took my bet. And the bloke I bet was just looking at me. And he's like going, you know, very rare to get a child knock another child out. I can't believe I just said that. Because they haven't got the strength. And this is going to go to points. And my one, no. You know, the other one's like fucking Braveheart. So when it gets back to his corner, I'm like, no, you fucking... I'm getting really angry now. You got to fucking have him... Elbow. Just fucking elbow. And then the next round starts. And out of nowhere... Honestly, out of nowhere... I catch eye contact with my bloke. I've got the opponent's back to me, and I catch him, and it's like a Rocky film. It all starts going slow motion. I go, elbow, elbow, and I shit you not, he goes, like the sound of it, the sound of a 6-year-old kid's jaw. It just cracks claret, like tooth or something, a little milk tooth. Awful, I know, but and he just goes bang. I'm like, fucking go mad. I go mad, and as I'm doing it, I'm thinking I am actually screaming in absolute joy and happiness that a 6-year-old child has managed to elbow another child virtually unconscious. But, you know, I then took £1,000. Thank you, sir. I mean, fair play to me, paid up. And I was just going, hey! I got in the ring. I was, hey! Can you get out, please? Yeah, sorry. And they took the other kid out on a stretcher. Now, I've walked out of there, and now, you know, now you got to remember, I'd been using drugs since I was a teenager. So 3 years clean isn't a lot. My mind was mental. Like I said, I was doing a lot of whoring in England. Like, I mean, a lot. And so all that gambling and whoring, you know, I put the drugs down, but the drugs weren't my problem. My problem's in here. So put the drugs down. Okay. Oh, weird. Surprisingly enough, you're still mental. So I go out and about, and I can't get this roll of notes in my pocket. So I sort of roll it so it goes long. And I put it in my pocket, and I remember walking down Patong Beach thinking, oh yeah, I've got a cash cock. And you could see it through my shorts, like this long sort of cock of cash. Cash of cash. Cock of cash. I was right the first time. I've got this long cock of cash, and I'm just, Now, weirdly, though, Patong isn't the place you want to be with a lot of money and a cock of cash. You know, at night, and I walk around, and there's like these hands coming out of nowhere, just going, you want lovey, or fucky, me love you long time, and all that. And they actually do say that, you know, it really is like, oh, hey, well, GI, I love you long time. And then I just saw this most beautiful woman. She came out of nowhere. Well, she didn't come out of an alley, really, and before that, a school and her mum's womb. But she just appeared. And she was like, I just saw her, and I just, you know, sometimes I was just like, ugh. And I mean, I'm so mental, not so much now, but then, even though it's blatantly a prostitute, that she's street walking, that she's offering me sex before she said hello, I think I've pulled her. I think I've like charmed her. Like, yeah, hi, my name's Chris. Oh, you must know me from the comedy circuit in England. Something about the situation makes me think I've done something great. And so she says, yeah, let's do it. So I say, all right then. And I sort of say to her, okay, I mean, is this more than a massage? She's like, oh yeah, baby. So we go down this alley. And we go in this room, and the first thing I noticed about this room is it's only big enough to fit a bed. It's like a bed-sized room, a single dirty mattress, and it stinks of piss, which I quite like. I remember there was a girl at my school who really, really stunk of piss, and no one wanted to sit next to her. But as a prepubescent child, I loved it. I'd like go and sit next to her and sort of go, and it was just so erotic. I don't know why. I still don't. But when I smelt the piss in this room, and it was real ammonia, and it just felt fucking grubby. I think maybe it's got something to do with the sanitization of sexuality, you know, the cleanliness of it, the control of it, the way it's been turned into another. I mean, this is strangely perhaps ironic because it's a whoring situation, but the sort of consumer choice of sexuality, perhaps. I want something grotty. I want it to be a bit human. Make this fucking human. It's become plastic. So when I smelt all that, I thought, oh, here we go. This is going to be disgusting. This is going to be disgraceful. And that is the end of part 1.